I don't care.
An insult from the U.S. president.
The conservative that's running is stupidly no friend of mine. I don't know him, but he said negative things. So when he says negative things, I couldn't care less.
And then Donald Trump told his Fox News audience who he would prefer as Canada's next prime minister.
I think it's easier to deal, actually, with a liberal. And maybe they're going to win, but I don't really care. It doesn't matter to me at all.
That's just the kind of talk Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre has been hoping for.
The president said that having a liberal prime minister would be easier for him to deal with, just as he threatened once again to make us the 51st state. And you know what? On that point, it's true.
Conservative support has been crumbling in the last several weeks, so much so that several pollsters now have the Liberals leading the Tories.
At the moment, on issues of managing the economy, on issues of dealing with Trump, Mark Carney has the advantage.
And Poilievre has had to distance himself from the perception that he is Trump light, or that many of Poilievre's supporters are also Trump supporters. So when Trump himself says he'd prefer to deal with a liberal, that was a plus for a Conservative campaign needing a boost.
Mark Carney will back down, and his liberal policies will keep Canada weak, just like Trump wants. Giving the Liberals a fourth term will only weaken our country and strengthen Donald Trump.
Prime Minister Mark Carney was not speaking to reporters Wednesday, but ahead of a cabinet committee meeting, other ministers dismissed Poilievre's comments.
I think Canadians at the point at which there's an election are going to have a choice about prime minister, and the choice will be between somebody who actually managed Canada through the last recession and Britain through Brexit, and somebody who's never actually spent a day working in the private sector in his life.
I would say what we need now is seasoned, serious people at the helm of this country, and I think that's what Prime Minister Carney is bringing to that.
David is with me now. David, the Federal Conservative Party has informed the national media about a big change to how the Conservative leader's campaign will be covered. What restrictions is the party putting in place?
Well, the party will not let media travel with the leader during the election, and that has never been done by any federal party in a modern campaign, and it will make it more difficult to report on Pierre Poilievre's speeches, his rallies, to ask him questions. Difficult, but not impossible. Normally, Global News and other major media organizations, we pay our way to travel with the campaigning leader. Leaders may often have 3 or 4 events across different provinces, all in a single day. Well, not this time with the Tories. Donna.
David Akin in Ottawa. Thanks, David.